To be honest with you too, in the car rental business, I get scared of buying certain cars. People want to steal them.
Yeah.
I've heard too many horror stories. I got friends in the car rental business. People rent out their Hellcats and they take everything and they gut them. They'll swap out your tires. They'll swap out everything in the car.
Gee, you ever had a car get stolen?
Oh yeah, I've had that happen before.
What happened?
We knew she was lying. She came, she rented a car. She filed a police report claiming it was stolen from her. Well, we knew she stole it. Yeah.
Welcome back, guys, to the Digital Social Hour. I'm your host, Sean Kelly. Got an amazing guest for you guys today, Mike the Businessman.
Yes, sir.
How's it going, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm happy to be here, Sean. Thanks for having me
Happy to
out.
have you, the car rental king.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's talk about it.
How many cars you got now?
Man, for me, it's quality over quantity, bro. I got like 12 luxury and exotics, but then I have a small fleet of economy cars also.
Nice. And what was the first one you got?
First one I got was, I think, well, it was two. The same day I got a Maserati and I got a Mercedes-Benz. First
Damn,
day starting
same
off.
day?
Yeah, first month I got the whole 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
And one of the things I thought you did interesting when you buy your cars is you don't let them run credit checks.
No.
How do you go about doing that?
Right. So they still have to, so to speak, right? But what we're doing is we're doing it the right way. We're using an LLC, right? So I form an LLC and I get the vehicles under my LLC. And when you do it that way, they do a credit check, but then you're personally guaranteeing the loan. So it doesn't show up on my personal credit. It's on the business credit instead.
And that's a good hack because I feel like people get cars under their personal names most of the time.
100%. And that's the biggest mistake. A lot of YouTube gurus were preaching to go get 30 cars in 30 days.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you've heard about that before. Pretty much they were taking advantage of a loophole. If you, on January the 1st, if you bought a car on January the 1st, it won't show up on your credit till February.
Ooh.
So you can go run it up and go get as many cars as you want in January before they start showing up in February.
Wow.
The only problem is I did the same thing. That's how I got 12 cars. And then I woke up in February and my credit score tanked because all of a sudden my debt to income ratio was through the roof.
Wow.
And that's when you owe way more than what you bring in. And then banks won't approve you for nothing after that.
Yeah, and I know some people that did that, and now the car market kind of cooled off a little bit, right? Because they did this, it peaked like 2 years ago, I think, during C19.
Yeah.
And then, so where were you at during like?
Yeah, so I had started this slightly right around the pandemic, right when it started. That's when I kind of was leaving corporate America. So I transitioned out of corporate. I used to do corporate America. I was working at some banks like JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America. I was in risk management and I had buddies already doing the car rental business. So that's when I started researching and started making my segue into car rentals. So right around when the pandemic started, that's when I started to. Yeah.
So you got experience in the banking industry. I feel like that probably helped you learn
100%.
about the car industry too.
Yep. Not only just that, actually, rewind way back. I started off in insurance. I used to sell auto insurance.
Oh.
Yeah. So in Dallas, I had an auto insurance agency. I had 3 locations selling auto insurance. That's how I met my wife, actually. I sold her insurance. Yeah. Funny enough.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, and that's why. So when I saw my friends that were doing the business and they were struggling, I identified with their struggle. Most of their struggles were around insurance and also risk management. They just had no risk management in place. I'm like, this is easy. I could do this in my sleep. And then that's when I just jumped into it.
Nice. And what's the best way to get car insurance? Because some people get ripped off.
Oh, yeah. So if you're doing car rentals, there's commercial insurance out there. So we use commercial insurance. Otherwise, if you just want insurance, bro, you just Progressive, Allstate, the regulars.
Yeah.
Just use
I
them.
went through Tesla for mine. Tesla has their own insurance.
Gotcha.
And it was way cheaper than like Geico and
Other
stuff.
people? I haven't tried theirs yet, actually. No,
it's only like $50 a month.
No way.
So it's based off your safety score.
Gotcha.
So do you have a Tesla?
I used to have a Model S.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your safety score?
I did not know I had a safety score. I did not know they were tracking my driving habits, bro. That's scary. Yeah. Wow.
So mine's a 95, so it's really good.
Can I ask you something? Did you opt into that? See, you don't even remember.
I don't know. Yeah.
Wow, that's scary.
They be tracking you, man.
They sure do, bro. That's scary. Yeah, I didn't know that. No. But yeah, as far as insurance, right? So there's 2 ways to do that in the car rental business. Yeah. Either you go get a commercial insurance policy, but the thing with those is they only cover up to a certain amount. So they'll only cover cars up to $70,000. You want your high luxury exotic cars? No. So in that case, we have to rely on the renter's insurance. So if you were coming to Dallas and rent one of my Lambos, I would ask for your Tesla insurance. And then I would call Tesla to find out if your insurance policy would transfer over to my car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the way we would have to do it.
That's a good trick because I've heard with these luxury cars, some of the renters crash them, right?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Has that happened to you?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And see, that's the thing, right? So because I have the right processes in place, I'm not worried about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because there's ways to either transfer the risk over to the insurance company, or if you vet the customer right from the start, you can avoid that to begin with, or reduce the risk to an acceptable level. So
yeah, you got to vet, because my friend has a company out here, and the car got shot up, but he was doing like cash rentals, which is dumb. Like, you gotta
don't sleep on the cash rental.
Well,
bro. Like some of them are good.
Is it worth the risk though? Because they're not providing KYC on Turo app and stuff. So like,
gotcha. And that's a good point that you brought up KYC too, right? You can still have both. So we are still able to cater to those cash people. And a lot of them, the reason why is they just don't want their names on anything. They don't want to go buy cars. There's people out there that would rent your Lambo for months, paying you like $20,000, $30,000 a month cash.
Dang.
Yes, it's happened to me several times.
You serious?
Bro, when I bought my Huracan, it was meant to be my personal car.
Yeah.
A guy immediately offered me $30,000 for it for a month. He ended up keeping that for 2.5 months.
Holy crap. That just paid for the whole car.
Pretty much. My i8 was the best one. The guy was paying me $4,700 a week, had it for 11 months. Paid me $178,000 for an i8 that cost me 90 bands. Yeah.
Could have just bought the car at that point.
Pretty much. I don't ask questions, bro. I don't care. So,
you just collect the check.
Hey, the cash clears the bank, I'm good.
Yeah.
So that's the way we run the game.
So do you want to scale and add more vehicles, or are you happy with 12?
I'm happy. So I'm at a point where I'm happy where I'm at. Plus, I get people that constantly bring me vehicles. So if it's a car that's in demand, I'll take it. And then, that way we do a profit split.
Yeah.
And so that's what I encourage people to do also. So
is this in Dallas?
Yeah, this is in Dallas, yeah.
Okay.
100%. Yep.
What are some hot markets right now, you think?
Well, I think, funny enough, I think you could make this shake anywhere in the country. Just all you need to do, I always tell people, first things first is identify a niche that you want to focus in. So maybe you want to do economy cars, or you want to do luxury exotics, or this Sprinter slingshots. People do cargo van rentals. People do weddings solely, classic car rentals. There's so many niches out there. Find one, focus on that. And then within that niche, define who's your target audience.
Right.
Who's your avatar, right? So are you targeting, maybe just college graduates or young drivers less than 25? Do you want families? Find your niche and then go market to them. You would never be out of business. So I think anywhere you're at, you could make money. But obviously the biggest markets will always be Vegas and Miami just because of the tourism.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you recommend your clients lease, finance, or buy it outright?
Gotcha. So I do not like leasing. Scratch that off. Unless for some reason they give you a lease deal that's giving you unlimited miles or a lot of miles, then fine. Possibly you could get away with the leasing with the higher exotic cars if they give you enough. But I don't like it. I do not recommend that you purchase these vehicles cash either. Like, I like to get in these cars with no skin in the game. Like, I want to use my LLC, put zero down if possible. That's the ideal way to do that.
How can you put zero down? Don't they ask for a huge down payment?
No. Well, some of them do, but then if you build up your LLC the right way, and there's something we call the ladder of ascension, and with the car buying process, right? So they always approve you for double your last car note, your car loan, right? So say your first car was a $20,000 car.
Yeah.
Next time you go, they'll approve you for 40.
Okay.
Right? That's how you climb up the ladder and get to the exotics. So as long as you make that progression and they see that on your credit profile, the banks will then relax their requirements, and you won't start getting hit with the 20%, 30% as much. Oh, wow. Right? So, that's pretty, people don't know that. So
I didn't know that.
You have to create that relationship. They want to see that you've been doing those, or getting car notes for a while.
Yeah. And then how do you build business credit?
Right. So for that, pretty much you get your LLC formed, right? And you got to dress up the LLC. Yeah. Some states consider LLCs to be actual human beings, like the state of Montana does.
Oh, yeah?
Right? Yeah, so the same way a human being needs to have a phone number, a social security number, a home address, your LLC needs to have the same things. A business phone number. You need to have a business email, not a Yahoo, not a Hotmail. You need to go get yourself your EIN number. So that's like the social security number.
Yeah.
All right. Then once you have that, go get credit. So go open up a Dun & Bradstreet account. Right, it's free. Go to dnb.com, dnb.com, get a Dun & Bradstreet number. That's how you start building your business credit. All right. Once you've gotten your Dun & Bradstreet number, you want to add what they call vendor accounts to it. Okay. There are companies out there that give you these vendor accounts, like Amazon Business, Home Depot, Floor & Decor. There's so many companies out. Uline Granger. You buy some crap every month, pay it off on time, and they'll report to your business credit bureaus every month.
Wow.
I think if you have 5 or 6 of those, you establish a paydex score, and then that's how you build your credit up.
They don't teach this anywhere, man.
They don't. Financial literacy. Unfortunately, they don't teach that in schools. They should.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They really should.
What cars do you think are overrated and you've seen a lot of issues with them?
McLarens. If you're doing the exotics, do not touch the McLarens. Are not good for business.
Really?
Oh yeah. Every time they go out, bro, it's a check engine light, something. Yeah. I don't. I stay away from the McLarens. Bentleys are 50-50 with me. I have a love-hate relationship with the Bentleys too. Yeah, they're very finicky cars if you're doing the higher end.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Which vehicles are you able to write off?
So yeah, that's a good question. So we're taking advantage of Section 179, right? So Trump kind of helped us out with that. If a car weighs over 6,000 pounds, you could write off the entirety of it. So a lot of people leverage that. So I call them, they take advantage of the tax savings. So you see influencers online, right? They're flossing, they're showing off their G-Wagons and all of that. Yeah. They're not doing that just to floss. They're taking advantage of that 179. They made a lot of money, and they need to write off a lot of it.
Yeah.
So we go buy those vehicles before the end of the year, and you could write off the entirety of it. Now it's only 80%. Last year it was 100% of the car. Now it's 80%.
Biden changed it?
Yeah, they changed it. Yeah, they changed the law. What people don't know too is it doesn't have to be a G-Wagon or something that expensive. Your Escalades weigh 6,000 pounds. Your Suburbans. There's so many cars that are cheaper, less than 100,000 that weigh over 6,000 pounds. You can write off. So.
Now, for cars under 6,000, is it true if you change the plates to your Instagram handle and you add stickers on it, is it a marketing expense?
They say that. Yeah. I've heard that a lot. That's a good one. They tell you, if you brand the vehicle, it's the same thing with clothing, right?
Yeah.
As long as it's visible and it has your company logo on it, the IRS will consider that a business expense. But then it also needs to be something that's necessary for your business, right? So I don't know. Maybe if you're...
I might be able to get away with it because I have to drive to the podcast studio.
Hey, and you have to do it in style, right?
Like,
yeah. God forbid you're in $100,000 car. It's got to be an Aventador or something. So there you go. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can justify that to the IRS. Huh?
That's funny. What do you do outside of cars, man?
Outside of cars, so I also, car rentals has actually opened up a lot of doors for me. After I left corporate America, I started a car rental company. And that also, I used some of the funds from that to open up a turf equipment company. All right, so I have a turf equipment company where I sell what they call greens mowers. That's what they use to mow golf courses.
Okay.
So I sell them all across the country to people.
Really?
Yeah, there's lawn fanatics out there, green thumbs that like their lawns looking like golf courses. They want putting greens in their backyards.
Yeah.
Or they love the stripes and stuff like that. And these mowers cost a lot. They're like $15,000 brand new.
What?
Oh, yeah.
People to mow a golf lawn?
Oh, yeah. To mow their homes. They're using these at home.
Oh, do you push it or is it when you sit?
It's a push mower.
And it's 15 G's?
Brand new. We sell them used. We sell them used anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000.
Wow.
People buy these all day, every day.
You serious?
I kid you not.
How do you find buyers?
Bro, I don't even do marketing. I don't, bro. Facebook groups.
Damn.
Bro, that's it. Organic, strictly organic, bro.
That's an interesting business.
Sir.
I've never heard of that.
So I do that, and then I've got the academy also where I teach people also how to get started in the private car rental business.
Yeah. Yep. So what if someone has no money or little money? Do you think it's possible to get into car rentals?
100%. So I tell people, if you have no cash, no cars, no credit, you can still get in. So if you don't have physical currency, leverage a social currency. Like, who do you know? All right. So you have to bring something to the table. All right. If you don't have money, none of that stuff, leverage your family members. All right. They probably have cars. They have credit. Right. So you come with the knowledge, leverage their cars, leverage their credit, get busy. You could also get an LLC because I don't want you guys stuck there. Get an LLC. That way you can start to build your business credit. Credit repair works, y'all. This is 2023. Credit repair works.
Yeah.
Go fix your credit. And then so that way you can get your own cars.
Yeah, fixing my credit was a game changer because I was able to get so many cards and loans after I fixed it.
Bro, the power of an LLC too, bro.
Yeah.
It is amazing. That was the biggest game changer for me. When I unlocked the benefits of an LLC, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I know people that I have friends that have over 70 LLCs. And all they do is just go get funding on all of them. So literally they could finance any project. And that's the way we need to think. Warren Buffett says it best. If you don't figure out a way to make money in your sleep, you will work until you die.
Yeah.
That's what he says. So how do I take that to heart? So I leverage my LLC. I get enough funding and I just keep it. Whenever I see a good business opportunity, I jump in.
So how much funding can you get for each LLC if you build it up?
The sky's the limit, bro.
Really?
I mean, look, Chase, now if you got a good, well-structured LLC, Chase is giving out limits up to $100,000 on one credit card. Imagine if you have 70 LLCs.
Wow.
You can get 70 Chase Inc. preferred cards, each for a $70,000 to $100,000 limits.
So you can literally get tens of millions of dollars.
Bro, people doing this every single day. And that's my next venture, commercial real estate. That's the next...
Commercial real estate?
Yeah, destination.
What made you want to get into that type of real estate?
I did residential a long time ago. It just wasn't for me. I did residential, small duplexes. I just didn't like dealing with tenants. It's hands-on, right? Yeah, I didn't like dealing with tenants. Yeah. So now I want to take it to the next level, go commercial.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys killing commercial. I met some guys killing it with land too.
I've been hearing a lot about that too. Land, yep. Foreclosed plot properties, tax liens, things like that. Yep. Lots of opportunity in real estate.
So you can really take all this money on credit cards and apply it to your business?
100%. Why not? I mean, there's people out there, they live off of debt. They pay themselves off of debt because you can't pay taxes on debt.
Dave Ramsey is pissed at us right now.
He's rolling over right now. I know.
Once he sees this.
And it's counterintuitive, right? So society told us cash is king, credit, run away from credit, right? Only use it for emergencies. No, it can't be further for the truth.
Yeah. Well, I think people get ahead of themselves with credit.
And that's the thing, right? So you have to separate consumer debt from business debt.
Yeah.
A lot of people use their debt for stupid stuff.
Right.
I couldn't tell you the last time I swiped a credit card for clothing or none of that. No.
Yeah.
No. If I do, I'm just doing it for the points, and I'm paying it off immediately. Second I get home.
Yeah.
But business debt, 100%. Put that all on a credit card.
Yeah. What are your favorite credit cards?
Man, for me, I like the Amex Plum card.
Yeah.
I use that a lot because I get 60 days, no interest. So I can make whatever moves I want with that, pay it off in 60 days. Another big one for me is the Amex Gold card because I do a lot of advertising, especially for my car rental company.
Yeah.
So I do Google PPC ads. I get 5x points on that.
Wow.
Facebook ads too, 5x points. So I love it.
I didn't know the ads worked for car rental companies.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's how I get. So the way I do rentals, right? So I teach private car rentals, right?
Yeah.
This is when you're renting directly to customer.
Okay.
There is no middleman. There is no app in between, right? So a lot of people are familiar with some of these apps like Turo.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Airbnb. My only problem with those apps is, number one, they take 40% of your money. Up to 40%.
That's a lot.
Right. So if you want the insurance coverage, like the best insurance coverage, it's 40% they're taking.
Jeez.
I like keeping my coins. I don't like, I'm not giving nobody 40%. So that's why I go private. Another good thing about it is private, it's almost like high ticket. You're getting more premium clientele, versus what you get on these apps. These apps, the renters are looking for the best deal. They want the cheapest one, right? Versus when you're coming premium, these guys don't mind paying premium prices.
Right.
All right. A car that you might get on Turo for $100. Privately, I'll rent that car out for $300-400 a day, and all day, every day. So that's the second reason. And the most important reason is the data. Who owns the customer data? On these platforms, you don't get the customer's name, email, or phone number.
Really?
Turo keeps that.
How do you contact them then?
You can't through the app.
Oh, through that?
Right. But when you go private, I have that data. So now I have a book of business. So if I want to, I can sell my book of business. I can sell my company and exit, or I can pass it on. So that's for me is the biggest reasons why I do private.
Interesting. Have there been companies that buy car rental companies?
Yeah, 100%. You put this on Biz Buy Sell, 100%.
Really?
The numbers look right. People buy it.
Wow.
100%.
What's the multiple on it?
I haven't gone into it, nor have I seen anyone doing it at that level. The people I know doing it big, they don't want to sell yet.
Right.
So, yeah.
Who are like the biggest players in this space?
I know out here in Vegas there's Royalty, right? Yeah.
Royalty, right?
Yeah, he's really good. MVP. Miami, those are
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, those are like some of the pioneers. Been doing it for a long time.
You know their numbers, or
I know. They're doing.
They got to be crushing it.
Got to be crushing it because in these markets, you guys have something we don't have in other spaces. It's the hourly rentals.
Yeah.
You have people here that don't mind renting a Lambo for just 1 hour.
I see billboards for that.
There you go. We were just in LA, Hollywood, and people had them right there for like an hour. You could rent a Ferrari.
Like $250 an hour, right?
There you go.
It was something crazy, yeah.
You can't do that in most of the other cities out there.
Yeah, so if you sell like 10 hours a day of that, that's 2.5 a day.
Pretty much.
That's crazy.
So yeah, we don't have that luxury other states.
You ever see those raceways?
Oh yeah, we've got those now. They started doing those. We have those in Texas too. I'm not into that space as much.
Too risky, right?
It's too risky to me. Yeah, that's something. To be honest with you too, in the car rental business, I get scared of buying certain cars, like your Hellcats, the Scat Packs, things like those. Because 9 times out of 10, they're doing way over 100 miles an hour. Yeah, those are just high risk. People want to steal them. Yeah. I've heard too many horror stories. I got friends in the car rental business. People rent out their Hellcats and they take everything and they gut them. They'll swap out your tires. They'll swap out everything in the car.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I don't touch them.
Have you ever had a car get stolen?
Oh yeah, I've had that happen before. Once again, we have insurance. I've actually only had it happen once.
Okay.
But we have insurance. We got trackers we put in the cars to make sure if it gets stolen, we know where it's at. We go get them.
Oh, so you knew it got stolen?
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
What happened?
We knew she was lying. She came. She rented a car. She filed a police report claiming it was stolen. It was stolen from her, but we knew she stole it. Yeah, we got
That's
trackers.
crazy.
Yeah, so they do that all the time.
I heard they take the trackers out too.
They can. Sadly, there's people out there that advertise services like that to help you. They claim they're helping you avoid the repo man and they'll take out the trackers from the car. But we have ways that we put the trackers in to where, so what we call active passive configuration. So I'll put 2 trackers. One is on, one is off. All right. So the one that's on is the one that they can scan and they find it, and then they take that one off. But we've got one that's in sleep mode.
Smart.
There you go. So
I
then
like
we switch
that.
that. Once this one stops pinging, we switch the other one on.
Yeah.
And we can kill switch the car.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. And then you could, if you can't afford to have 2, put an Apple AirTag in there also.
Yeah.
And just hide the AirTag so nobody can find it.
Wow.
That's another good way. Yep.
What else you working on, man?
Man, so really I'm just focused on the car business and the academy, man. We've got this 5-day challenge in August the 28th, where we're going to be teaching people how to get started in the car rental business. So pretty much if you're out there, you're a 9-to-5er or a motivated entrepreneur, and you're looking for an extra side income, we'll come to the challenge. We'll teach you how to start your own successful 6-figure private car rental business in less than 60 days. So in 5 days, we're covering everything you need to know about the car rental business, teaching you everything.
Yeah.
So it's going to be immersive. I'm going to have a lot of special guests come in there to bless the crowd. I'm even going to have Nehemiah Davis. He's agreed to show up. Yep. He's agreed to show up to bless the crowd. So looking forward to it.
How did you build your network, man? Because you know some heavy hitters, and you've been on some huge podcasts. I saw you on $1 Million Worth of Game.
Yes, sir.
A few other big ones.
Yes, sir. It goes back to just mentorship. Finding mentorships. That's been the biggest game changer for me, especially leaving corporate America. I immediately attached myself to mentors, being in the right rooms, being in proximity. That for me was a game changer, because not only am I able to collapse information and get to my destination quicker, like you said, it's the networking. I go to these conferences and events not to even go learn.
Yeah.
It's the networking.
Right.
A lot of my friends today are not friends I had years ago, just 4 or 5 years ago. No, most of the friends I have today are people I met at conferences, business partners. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
And were you happy when you were in corporate America?
Nah, bro, I was miserable. I almost died. It was that bad, bro. I almost died, bro. When I started, and let me rewind. When I graduated Rutgers, because you went to Rutgers too.
Yeah.
See,
You graduated?
I did.
Oh,
I graduated
nice.
Computer Information Systems.
I didn't make it, man.
Yeah, what happened, bro? Too much party? Man, no. So I graduated from Rutgers, Newark, and then I couldn't get a job out there.
Wow.
I tell people Jersey raised me, but Texas paid me, so I had to leave. I had to leave Jersey, move to Texas, got a job in auto insurance.
Okay.
So I did that for several years, and then opened up my own. So I started off almost out the bat being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I got some experience and then went solo. So I had my own insurance agencies. So I was doing that for a while, and then the recession hit, things got bad. I lost all of that. And then, my wife kind of wanted the whole picket fence, the American dream, the house, picket fence, and, me coming back with a lunchbox and, dress in a suit and all. So I did that. I went back to corporate America. I said, let me try that. Never did that. And I did that for several years, and I was in tech. And a few things happened. Sitting down all the time, it gave me a blood clot. Blood clot in my leg, a DVT blood clot. Bro, I couldn't walk for months.
Holy.
Doctor said I would have died if we didn't catch that. It was
Jesus.
that bad. So after I got that, I knew, okay, I can't do this for long. And then the second thing that happened to me was I was promised a raise and a promotion.
Yeah.
I got the promotion. They gave me the title I wanted, Vice President, Tech and Cyber Operational Risk Manager. But then the raise, they only gave me a $2,000 raise.
Jeez.
And this is after working for several years for a big name bank. I don't want to mention their names. They know who they are. And then that's when I knew, okay, I need to retire my mom. My dream was always to retire my parents.
Yeah.
I lost my dad last year. I couldn't do that for him. So my dream is to retire my mom. And I knew corporate wasn't the way. That's when I knew, okay, I had to go solo, go do my own thing. And I'm closer than ever to doing that. Hopefully by the end of the year, my mom will be fully retired.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, that's the goal. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it seems like so many people don't like their corporate jobs these days.
I'm not knocking corporate America. I'm not knocking a degree. Hey, it works for some people. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Like you said, too, a lot of the intangibles that we need to survive today, they don't teach you that stuff in college. Like financial literacy, LLC, how to leverage that. They're not teaching that stuff.
I didn't learn in college, dude.
See, there you go.
Like, all I learned was networking.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
But that's a good skill to have, though.
It is, but I didn't learn it from college. I learned it just by being there.
Gotcha. Were you in a frat? Were you in a frat or something like that?
No, but I built relationships with them.
Gotcha.
Because you know how it is. You got to get into parties.
100%.
As a dude, it's tough.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I remember walking the streets like, I was struggling at first.
That's funny. Unless you had a girl with you, they're not letting you in.
No, you had to have more than that. You had to have 5 girls.
See, there you go.
And what I did was I was broke. I went on eBay. Yeah. I bought a Rutgers basketball shirt. And I'm pretty tall.
Right.
I'm 6'6".
Oh, yeah, so you can fly
So people would just assume I'm like a walk-on or something.
Oh, that's a dope one.
Yeah,
I like that.
That got me in. That got me in, man.
Man, see, and I used to hate you guys, man. You Brunswick cats. You guys are so cocky, man. Like when we go to these parties, man, like the Brunswick guys got all the girls and everything, and we're on the outside looking in, like, oh,
bro, even the Brunswick guys couldn't get in.
No way.
I mean, dude, like some frats wouldn't even let in guys like that weren't from the frat.
No way.
So it would just be that frat and like 200 girls.
Man,
like the
that's
top
crazy,
ones,
bro. That's crazy. You know, true story. Ever since I left Jersey, haven't been back.
Really?
I haven't been back.
You don't want to go back ever?
I just feel like there's nothing for me out there anymore.
Is your mom out there still?
Nah, my family's all out. They all moved with me.
Oh, okay.
They all came out later on. Yeah, everyone's out here now.
Yeah, I only went back for my mom, but yeah, it's not really a state for entrepreneurs.
And yeah, 100%. I agree.
It's like a family state, you know. People made fun of me for being like.
Shout out to everyone from Jersey though, Irvington especially too. Yeah.
But no, it's not for me. It's not like it like in Vegas or Dallas. Like people don't have that mentality.
Yeah, I agree. There's that hustle, that grind. You know, I seen that in Texas, man. My boys, when I moved out here, these guys were like 20, 21 years old, already making almost $100,000 selling auto insurance, bro. Yeah, and just the ease of setting up shop in Texas, doing business, it was just so easy to get my licensing, all of that stuff, to even rent a location. It barely took me a week.
That's wild.
Yeah, you can't even fathom doing that in Jersey.
Nah. Yeah, so. And Texas is affordable, man.
Oh, yeah.
$500,000 Dallas used to get you a house, right?
Oh, bro, man. Yeah, 100%. Bro. You can still get a house in Texas for $300,000.
That's
right
crazy.
Areas. Yeah, so.
Yeah, not out here, man.
Yeah, so it was just perfect move, perfect storm. That's why I moved out there.
Anything you want to close off with, man?
Yeah. So just let you guys know that, and you could do it, man. Wherever you guys are at, you don't have limiting beliefs. Don't think that age can stop you, or you need to have a certain amount of money or so many cars. You could do this. I have people in my academy 18 years old and running the play, renting out their cars. I mean, that way they don't have to go work 2 jobs while they're going through college. All right, rent out the car that they have, that liability on wheels sitting on their driveway. They could put it to work, make some extra side income. Right, I've got 9-to-5ers that have corporate jobs or regular jobs that use car rentals as a way to make passive income on the side. All right, so don't let any of that stop you, even if you don't have good credit. Leverage social currency, like I said earlier. I'm an introvert. I'm nothing special. Came from Jersey. I've had so many setbacks in life. I mean, I'm from a badly broken home. I ran away from home as a teenager with my brother, slept on a house on my buddy's floor for almost a year. I almost died from a blood clot. I lost my business during the recession. So I've had so many down points, but to be here and I'm sitting across from Sean Kelly right now, guys, come on. If I could do this, any of you guys could do it. I would say find a mentor, invest in your education, and the sky's the limit, guys. Don't give up.
Love it. Mike, thanks so much for coming on, man.
Appreciate it. And I was just going to let you guys, to sign up for the challenge, guys, go to rentalprofitschallenge.com. It's a 5-day challenge. It starts August the 28th, guys. Get your platinum tickets, and I'll see you guys there.
All right. I'll put it in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.